Hey, what's up? It's your boy Brayn. I'm just gonna do a quick little update regarding season 7 of the Platedigger podcast. Then after that, we'll jump right into the tournament bracket. So first off, we've been on hiatus for a little bit. Just living life and trying to just figure stuff out in regards to the format of the podcast. Because currently, what we tend to do is prior to a season, we'll hit up countless artists and ask if they want to participate. I'll wait till about 20 of them agree to it, then I'll randomly pair off the artists, and then boom, we get our episodes and a schedule going. But then kind of the issue that kind of arises with that is just it takes a while, sometimes to get 20 artists committed to it, and then sometimes we run into issues where down the line when it's time to to record the episodes and get the material for the episodes, people back out or just are unresponsive. And I mean, I understand, like life happens, and I mean, shoot, a couple months ago you might have been like doing stuff, and then you're busy when the episode rolled through. So it kind of got to a point where if someone didn't submit the stuff, I had to scramble last minute trying to find a replacement, and I mean, it is what it is, but I kind of wanted to avoid that, so I figured, moving forward, the format for future seasons, at least for now, instead of 20 featured artists, where it's 2 artists per episode, 10 episodes, we're gonna cut it down to 10 featured artists a season, so it'll be 1 featured artist per episode. So they're still gonna send in tunes and stuff like that, but along with that, I think would be cool is essentially me and Sticky kind of having a theme per episode in terms of, all right, we're gonna look for example like remixes of like subfiltronic tracks. That he's gonna pick 2 of his like fair remixes of a subfiltronic track. I'll pick 2 of mine. We'll listen to it. We'll still talk about the tracks and stuff like that. And then at the end of the episode, we'll go to the featured artists and the exclusive tunes that they send for the episodes. So I think that'll be the format moving forward. We'll still get some cool exclusive heat on the show, and along with that, we get to feature more artists as well. And I think just the amount of artists we can cover in a season will increase, and it'll be fun. We'll alternate the theme per week, so we're constantly changing the scope and kind of the filter of like the music we'll be searching for per week. It'll kind of help us sharpen and own in on our skills to find new artists and stuff like that. So that should be exciting. I'm thinking early, late March start for season 7. I need to start getting on the process of searching for some featured artists. So if you're interested in being a featured on Platedigger podcast, feel free to hit me up either on my personal Brayn social medias or the Platedigger ones. I monitor both of them. I don't monitor the Brayn SoundCloud as much, but I'm connected on both the Instagram, Twitter, and I'm also like definitely linked in on the Platedigger SoundCloud. I'm always logged in on that one. So if you send me a message or anything, I will get back to you. So that's all that in regards to the podcast. If y'all have been paying attention on social media, Platedigger has teamed up with the Akatsuki, Havoc Records, Rough, and the Riddim subreddit, and we're throwing a dub tournament. Yes, it's crazy. It's been a while since there's been dedicated tournaments. If you've like just been on like SoundCloud or just kind of involved in the scene for a while, that Kingdom Audio and dub versus dub were very popular on SoundCloud, and they would just remember like just awesome versus battles. You know, two producers just putting out the best tune that they can and have it, stacked up against another producer, and it some cool ones I had in mind, like Neonics versus the Wizards, Trent Cast and Space Ghost was crazy, just because of everything, kind of the backstory behind that one. But yeah, it's just been a while since there's been like a proper like tournament, like one-off tournaments. I know there's individual SoundCloud pages that like will continuously put out, you know, dub versus dub like style format. I know Empty Heads does a mix versus mix, which is also pretty cool too, because rather than focusing on like the producing aspect, they're focusing more on the mixing aspect of who can put together good doubles, triples, chopping, and all that, and make it a cohesive mix. So I mean, kudos to Empty Heads for doing that. That's super sick. But we decided to do a proper and put together 16 awesome artists for this tournament, and I'll go ahead and show you the bracket right that we have set up. So apologies for if the quality isn't as clean in terms of the image. I had to like go in and physically recreate the bracket just so I can then export it and have it in this video here. But let's see here. Let me just look at it on my end, double check. So I feel like it's a good mixture of old and new in terms of the artists. So we'll start off from the top. We got Ryu, Bad Phase, Risk, Mono, Sino Dubs, Kazik, Poisonous, A-Moons, Construct, Pseudo, Yuki, Sledge, Lame, Gengar, JG Dubs, and Seven. And it's pretty dope. Like I said, it's a mixture of old and new. Good chunk of them are part of the Akatsuki. I'm just looking over the list here again. But yeah, you get a mixture of European artists, American artists, and South American artists. So I feel like well represented in terms of, I guess, the regions of producers. I'm just gonna go ahead do just a quick little bracket prediction. Let's see how far off I am at the end of this thing. So if you're not familiar with a dub versus dub like format, I feel like in terms of like the voting or like the criteria used to judge these tunes, I think can really be broken down to like a couple of like aspects, right? So you either outflow your opponent, out sound design them, have a better mix down / master of the track, and then your popularity also plays into it too. Like whoever has a bigger fan base, like it gives you an advantage. But it's a kind of mixture of all of those elements, and just gonna preface this by saying I'm going off of past discography I've heard from said artist. Some of them may have changed their style over the years, so will negate my analysis and my predictions useless. But I'm gonna go ahead and try my best. I'm just gonna do the first round, and we'll just leave it at that. I don't know if I can predict the entire thing, but we'll go ahead and just do it round by round and see who I think will win between the two said artists and kind of my reasoning behind it, So we'll go ahead and hop into it, okay? So the first battle we got in the brackets, Reed versus Bad Phase. Now this is gonna be this is an interesting one right here, right? So, I'm gonna go Bad Phase for this first battle. Like Ryu's had like countless dope like, VIPs of tracks, and he's very creative when he cranks out his specials and like VIPs and stuff like that. Um, but like I said, it's gonna be tough predicting these just because I just think like Bad Face is gonna come with it in this first battle. The next one we got Risk versus Mono. Um, huh. I'm gonna go Mono on this next battle. I think like Mono has like interesting sound design elements. And I think they're gonna come with something weird, and it's gonna be just weird and different enough to where like he'll win. The next one between Sino Dubs and Kazik, I'm gonna go Kazik Dubs on this. And I mean, I might be a little biased. I mean, I've had both of these people on like featured on the podcast, but um, Kazik has like, just a good variety in terms of what he can put out. He's put out like old school rhythmish tunes, but also stuff more on the heavier side of the spectrum. And I don't know what route he's gonna take for this battle. I haven't listened to any of the tunes from the tournament yet. I wanted to make sure to go in it with a clear mind and empty slate. But I feel like Kaz is gonna take this round because I feel like I don't know what route he's gonna take in terms of if he's gonna come with a heavy tune or he's gonna come just with something with a crazy flow. But I feel like Kaz is gonna take that round. The next one's between Poisonous and Amoons. Amoons. Don't know how to pronounce it. Correct me down below. I feel like Amoon's gonna win that battle between the two of them. Sorry, Frankie. I love you, homie, but I think Amoon's was gonna win that one. Next round between Construct and Pseudo. I predict Construct's gonna win that one. I don't know. I feel like he's had like a good variety in terms of his discography, and he's one of the newer Akatsuki members that I'm excited about. I don't know. I feel like he's gonna pull through on this one. Now this next battle, I'm really torn on because you got two of the OGs from the Akatsuki. You got Yuki and Sledge going at it, and they're both talented. Like, man, I really don't know because, I mean, Yuki's been putting out content, but a lot of it's like clips and stuff. And yes, we do get to like get a glimpse of his production and stuff like that. But I'm just rambling at this point. Yeah, I'm just this one. It's like one of those fights where it can go either way. I'm gonna lean Sledge on this one because I know he puts out clips from time to time, but I just don't know like what he's gonna come with. I feel like it's like one of those situations where homie's been training in the hyperbolic time chamber, right? Just waiting for like this kind of moment to like showcase what he's been working on. So I got Sledge winning this one. Next rounds between Lame and Gengar. This one's interesting because Lame like is one of those dudes that just has the craziest varieties of flows. Like he has a lot of his flows have like a swung feeling to it, which is really cool. It's really unique, very different. Gengar produces stuff on the heavier side. However, recently I know he's been experimenting with Maelstrom and Reason for his synths and stuff. So I really don't know what route he's gonna take in terms of this battle. I don't know. Is he gonna just come with it with like this the sledgehammer like heavy shit, or is he gonna try to like lean more into like the old school rhythm and produce his synths on Reason and try to go with a more old school feeling approach to it. This is a hard one. I really don't know where to go in terms of on this round. Like this one's a crapshoot too. It could be. I feel like this one could go either way. Um, I'm gonna go Gengar in this one, but I mean, if Lane wins it, that's cool too. You know, I love all the artists in this tournament. I have mad respect for all of them. You know, and it's cool to have such a cool variety of artists on this. But yeah, I think we'll go Gengar that round, and that brings us to the last round here. Last battle between JG and Seven. Um, hmm. I'm gonna go JG Dubs on this one. Uh, yeah, I'm just yeah. I think yeah. I feel like JG's gonna win that last battle. Uh, and right, we're going off of like your past discography and like kind of what they've done up to this point. That's kind of like the indicator, you know, of like experience. I think just JG's been in the game uh, a little longer, a little more variety in terms of the tunage he's put out. Um, yeah, I think JG edges this one a bit. So yeah, that's all my predictions right there. Who do you think's gonna win these first couple rounds? Who do you think wins the whole tournament? You know what? I'm just gonna fuck. I'm just gonna fuck around and see. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look at this. Da, 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 da. I think Kazik wins the whole thing. Boom. All right, that's my prediction. Okay, Kazik dubs. Tyler, you better not let me down. I'm gonna look a mad fool if you don't get out at least the first round. So I got faith in you, dude. You got this. But yeah, what are your predictions? Who do you think's gonna win this thing? Comment down below. Share the video, but most importantly, just keep your eyes locked, ears locked onto the Akatsuki SoundCloud page. We'll be posting battles every day or every couple of days this week, starting tomorrow on Valentine's Day. If you love your boo, show them the Riddim tunes. I don't know. Uh, yeah. All that being said, it's your boy Brayn right here, and I'm out. Peace. Stay locked in. Follow the platedigger page. Share this video. Man, let's get the hype drummed up. It's been a while since we had a proper dub tournament. And shoot, if this one goes well, there'll probably be many others down in the future, you know? So, yeah, make that happen.